Hey everybody, welcome back to Omega Zone Gaming, and today we're reviewing For Honor. Okay, so I rented this because I wasn't sure how I would like it, but I gotta say, it's not bad. It could definitely be better. But it's not bad. So story, it's really a bunch of tutorial missions if I'm going to be realistic. There's some semblance of knights versus Vikings, Vikings versus samurai, and samurai versus knights, and it's all going back and forth. But there's nothing really there, and I can't ignore that. Ubisoft, do better with the sequel. 2 out of 5. Now, onto gameplay. The gameplay is actually very fun, fluid, and user-friendly.
There are many legions. The Iron Legion is the greatest among them. But in Ashfeld, the Iron Legion was about to be routed. Their commander, Stone, needed an army. Olden Cross sent me.
Blackstone! Where are reinforcements?
I'm it!
Is this a joke? Open the gate! Lead us out, Blackstone! Good luck!
The battle was all.
So, the gameplay is fun, frenetic, a lot of fun to play, as I was saying. And I love the fact that everything is tied into an easy to understand button scenario. They didn't have to do that. They could have made a Dynasty Warriors hack and slash clone, packaged it in, and called it a day. But I can appreciate what they did here. Now, there is some hack and slash to it. As you can see, I'm not really targeting here. Mainly because grunts you really don't target against. But it's good to fight them because you will get experience from even the smallest grunt. Just be careful for your stamina and your health while you're slicing through grunts. I also like that the upgrade system doesn't follow you into multiplayer as far as what you did in single player. That shouldn't ever happen. Unfortunately, a lot of games do that. Mass Effect, sort of did that. Call of Duty, to an extent, does that. So it's definitely not a perfect transition, but it does a really good job. It's really understandable. It's quite fun. And you can get into it really easily. And I gotta say, that's one thing I do love. Jeez Louise. Clean these guys up before they take my health out. And it's not a cakewalk either. As you can see, I'm playing this on easy because I wanted to learn the combat skills first before, doing anything. So, I started with the combat skills. I wanted to learn those before I gave my hand at trying everything else. So I will eventually play on harder difficulties, but if I have to say anything, this game does a good job at what it was built up to be, which is a pan-ultimate combat simulator. It does that real well. I love the combat in this game. Now, seriously, my only real point of any sort of contention in this game, I wouldn't even call it that, is it's online. When it works well, but it doesn't work well often enough, for me anyway. You know, I had to sit in one server for about 40 minutes earlier. So, you know, I wish Ubisoft would get this in their head, just like I wish every other company would get this in their head, that you need dedicated servers. It's not an option. It's not a freaking, you know, what if scenario. It's you gotta have them. Now, at some point, people are going to get really sick of this really easily when there's no dedicated servers and everything's falling apart. It's not like it's that hard to set up dedicated servers. They just don't want to. And that's what I'm having trouble understanding. Why wouldn't you set up something that makes the game so much better? But overall, the gameplay works out well enough, and when you can get a stable connection, it's a lot of fun. So I gotta give the combat its due score, and that is a 5 out of 5. Ooh, damn, girl. Okay. Now we're getting to the ridiculousness point, girl. You're gonna stop hitting me. There we go. You see, even on easy, that was difficult as hell. So, you know, the game is not a cakewalk. Okay, on to graphics. Graphics are beautiful. This is probably one of the most beautiful brown games I've ever played. You know, it works really well for what it is. It's a war simulator, an ancient war simulator. And you know, there's other colors. There's the reds of fire, the golds of like statues, but you're gonna see a lot at the ground level, and it just looks beautiful. I'm gonna have to give graphics also a 5 out of 5. Audio. There's not really a lot of music, and for what music there is, it's very generic. But on the flip side of that coin, The voice acting is well done. I believe the female knight is Jennifer Hale because it sounds like Commander Shepard female. So, I'm almost positive it's Jennifer Hale. The swords and everything sound like they're supposed to. Everything just sounds great in this game. Aside from the music. Music is my only complaint. And for that reason, I give it a 4 out of 5 for the audio section. Now, network connectivity. Ubisoft, fix your servers. If you're going to do peer-to-peer servers, if you're going to make us rely on each other, at least fix them to transmit, right? Because this is ridiculous. It disconnected me 3 times while I was trying to get the patch when I started the game. It also made me wait 40 minutes for a match. That's unacceptable, Ubisoft. I mean, I can get in, so I guess I can't give you a 0 or a 1, but I will give you a 2 out of 5 on your network for online. All that being said, I give the story a 2 out of 5, a combat a 5 out of 5, the graphics a 5 out of 5, audio a 4 out of 5, and network play or online play, however you want to say it, a 2 out of 5. At the end of the day, I give For Honor a 3.5 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. And it's just because there's no real story or network play. If I could have bumped those up just a little bit more, there's no story and the network play is broke, I should say. If I could have bumped those two up just a little bit more, it would have been a 4 out of 5 game, but I couldn't rectify it. Make a better story next time, Ubisoft, and makes your network more stable in the current. If it becomes more stable, I'll go back and re-review it at some point. I will say, I will recommend this for people who are looking for a cool combat simulator that doesn't rely on shooting guns. Buy this game. I will, however, stipulate that with buy it while it's on sale. You know, if you're just looking to kill some online time for a few days, $3.25 at a Redbox a day. Rent it for 3 days, play it, have yourself a little bit of a blast. But if you're into this stuff seriously, buy the game. I say buy it at a discount. If Ubisoft's running sale on PlayStation Network, buy it there. But it's it's above average. 3.5 for me is above average. It's above average game that has some flaws. Until next time, this is Omega Zone Gaming, and I'm out.